Okay, guys, welcome to the session tonight. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to listen to us here. Caro with me tonight. Hi, Caro. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for the invite. Super excited. And when
Yeah,
I scrolled through the names, it's awesome. Like how many people we know already in person, how many people we know well by name, and just it's great to see so many faces that we all like work with together for the last 3 years. So awesome.
yeah, that's awesome. And guys, let us know where you're joining from. I see the chat is rolling. Just let us know the country name, maybe the city where you're in. Just let's just have some interaction. Norway, yeah, Vikings in the house as always. Manila, Germany, Spain, Dubai, Ireland, Hungary, Argentina. Congratulations to your new president, by the way. Lesotho, Mauritius, Botswana, South Africa. Yeah, Africa in the house. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining. And as you can see, we have a new slide deck that just got off the press, I think, yesterday. And we have adopted the new colors, the colors from the new dashboard. I hope you guys had a chance to check it out. If you log in into your Daisy dashboard, you will see the new link at the top. It's pinned to the top, so you can click on it and check out the new dashboard. So, and we just decided to adopt those colors to go with the branding, to support the corporate identity, let's say. So, what we want to do today, we want to first we want to discuss Daisy. So we want to give you some basic information about Daisy. We want to talk about what's new, what's coming, because I also see a lot of new names here on the call. So just for the sake of new folks, we want to go through the high-level overview, and we will do a tag team between Caro and myself, and then like in 20 minutes and 30 minutes from now, we will bring on Ilya. So, and Ilya will talk about our what I call the 90 days plan. So he will talk about what's coming and what to expect in the next 3 months. So I think the next 3 months will be instrumental for Daisy. They will be key. And here we will discuss what will be happening. So what is Daisy? I think most of you know already, just for the new folks here. So Daisy is a crowdfunding model where we, as members, with we, I mean a 223,000 member strong community, crowdfunding a new technology that is provided by Endotech. And Endotech is developing trading strategies using artificial intelligence. And Endotech is a company that has existed for, 11 years now. And the founder of Endotech is Dr. Anna Becker. She's a genius. She's a specialist in the AI space, and she has developed a lot of artificial intelligence algorithms and trading indicators. So in this presentation, we will not focus on Endotech a lot. We have a slide deck that focuses specifically on Endotech, because whenever we approach new prospects, we first need to understand what this person might be interested in. So just last week, I had an inquiry from a Daisy paysetter, Eva. A big shout out to you, Eva. I saw you in the call. So she was saying, like, I have a hot prospect, and that person is just interested, or mainly interested, in the technology behind Daisy, right? And this technology is provided by Endotech. So she was asking for a slide deck that is focusing on Endotech specifically. And we actually have a nice slide deck that you guys can download from the Facebook group, Daisy Global Maniacs. Just go to Facebook, join our group, go to downloads and get the deck. So, and that deck is focusing on Endotech and the founders behind, right? I mean, it's always important to understand whom you're talking to. You might be addressing different types of groups, like some people interested in technology, some people interested in trading only, some people interested in equity, and we will cover all those aspects in a few moments. So let's talk about Daisy products. So we used to have crypto and Forex. Now we have Forex only. Crypto is being optimized by Dr. Anna Becker. So I think we can call it a pause, right, Caro, until
Yes,
until February, until the Dubai.
exactly.
Yeah. So we expect crypto to come back after the event, right? So we will give Dr. Enner some time to optimize the crypto AI. So for now, we will exclusively focus on the Forex packages, okay? And there were some updates, some minor updates. For some people, it might be a huge update. But on tier one, we no longer have 50% that goes into trading. We have 70%, right? And Forex started back in April, and the trading is happening 5 days a week, except for holidays. I think tomorrow is a bank holiday in the US, right? Is it Thanksgiving? Yeah, so there's no trading tomorrow, but typically we have 5 days a week. And the change, the change that with crypto being on pause, we are now back to the entry level of $100, right? We used to have those combo packs where you needed $200 to join. Now we are back to $100. So the entry level has been lowered this way. So, and now you can start with $100 and your first year will be 70% in trading. And you can actually optimize that trading volume by joining or by buying momentum packs. So I think there is no momentum pack on tier one, right, Kava?
Exactly. No momentum pack there. No.
Yeah, we start with tier two. So momentum packs start with tier two. And currently we have a 85 15 split, right? And this will be valid until end of December. And then, oh, wait. Now we have 85 on tiers 2 to 5 and 90% on tiers 6 to 10. And beginning 1st of December, all packs will be 85, 15. So I think 15 will go back to the referral plan. Can you remind me how the 15% are going to be allocated?
Yes, we have that. I can tell you as well with a 90%. So whenever a direct member of yours is buying a momentum pack, you are getting the 5% as a direct referral bonus. And the 5 to 10%, the split we were talking about, you mentioned just now, are going into the new bonus pools. So they're actually going into the achievers and into the new builders pool that are live right now. And by the way, as well, many are asking, in the beginning, they were called crypto achievers and builders pool. But since the crypto didn't perform yet as expected, they had moved already 50% of the funds into Forex trading. And right now, they're going to do the whole fund since crypto is going to be paused. So we're going to be trading 100% those pools on the Forex side also.
All right. And then in January, February, we will have a 80-20 split, right? So,
exactly.
So with the 20%, is there an additional pool, or do you have any?
I think it wasn't been spoken about yet. Maybe that's a question we can pass on to Ilya later on. But I suppose the 5% referral bonus we will always have. And I suppose that then 15% might be going into those pools because they really want to make them very attractive for all the ones that will stay in there permanently.
Yeah, so basically increasing momentum towards the event, having a special pool maybe. But we will ask Ilya once he's here. So the change of tier one from 50 to 70% will also have as an effect that you will get 2% metrics bonus instead of 4%. So in case you're wondering why the $2 are coming in whenever new people join, so this is because of the 70% instead of the 50%. All right. So let's talk about trading results. And this has been amazing. Since Forex launched, we have seen a 1,200%, more than 1,200% in compounded result. I just changed the slide a few minutes ago. We just today we increased by 10%, and the amount of funds participating in trading is more than $500 million. Meanwhile, and the amount that was received by members was 260 million, everybody. And this is some crazy numbers, and we will break them down in a few moments. because some people like to see daily or weekly or monthly. So I used to do those, I call them yield sheets, where I summarize all the weekly, all the monthly. But now with the new dashboard, you can pull that data all yourself. So you just go to the dashboard, you scroll down to Forex, and then you choose your time period. If you choose 1 week, you will see the daily. If you choose a year, you will see the monthly. So, and this results that you see here, this is non-compounded monthly results, right? So if you were taking profits every week, this is what you have been receiving on a monthly basis. So as you can see, we started off in April, we had 14, then 20. I think December was the strongest month so far with 31. So we started off strong because there was not a lot of funds in the trading. The algos were a bit more on the risky side. And then once the funds have become bigger, a more conservative algos kicked in. So the main focus was preserve capital versus increase profits. And then at some point we got, so this was all an integrated model with a combination of professional traders and AI. And then at some point, those professional traders went out. So only AI was working here. And then I think back in September, they brought back the professional traders, and you saw that in the results. So October was a great month, if you ask me. So 8.62%. And this is non-compounded, everybody. So we will look at the results if you were compounding from the beginning, and you will see what the monthly results would have been. But first, to join Daisy, you need a wallet. Well, the officially endorsed or the main wallet that Daisy is recommending is TronLink, but I personally don't use it. I use Token Pocket, and it's up to you what you guys want to use. But I find Token Pocket a bit more user-friendly. And yeah, you just need a TronLink wallet or a Token Pocket wallet on the Tron network. You top up your wallet, you register with Daisy, and you buy the tiers. So pretty easy, 15 minutes, and you are done. And there is new tutorials that Caro has actually prepared, right, in different languages.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have so far. We have English, we have German, and we have Spanish, and it basically leads you through from the very beginning how to open up a TronLink wallet, how you fund it, how you get your referral link, how you join, how you top up. And then I made a few extras as well, what's very important, how to withdraw and all kinds of that thing. And even if it's not in your home language, don't worry, they're very visual. Like I really put like a thumb pointing out where you have to press the button. So even if you are not very fluent in English, I'm sure you will understand.
Yeah, and this presentation here is created in Canva. And I didn't know, I just realized yesterday, you can use a translation bot in Canva, and Canva can translate in many, many languages. I think you tried German. Was it accurate? Was it good quality?
Kind of. But I'm working on it. So officially, once the German one is ready to go, I'm happy to share. It's a bit of work, but anyhow, the main structure works well. So then I'm going to try Spanish, and let's see how that works. Maybe it's the German language. It's not so easy. So maybe that was the problem.
Yeah, we did Arabic, and I got feedback that it was 90% accurate. So yeah, you just do it. You just translate, and then you do your fine tuning, and you'll be
exactly.
Okay. It will save you a lot of time because this translation takes exactly 1 second. I think you have to be a premium customer. I don't know. I am a premium customer. Are you?
Not with the account you shared it with me. That one wasn't registered. My other account is a premium member, and now I did the translation and it worked. I didn't do any top up on that one.
Okay. Well, anyway, guys, reach out to me. I can do it for you if you don't have a premium account. So coming back to this nice and new dashboard, I think we will completely switch to the new dashboard in a few months, right? When is the deadline?
I think earlier. We passed already the deadline, and then it was extended. And I don't think we will have it for much longer. So I really recommend everyone to get used to it. I know in the beginning it seems a lot, but in the end it's great. It's in the end it's simple, and it makes much of sense once you understand, once you go through the buttons once.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a lot more data points from the new dashboard.
Yeah.
You can even see, I mean, if you are building a team, you will see a breakdown of your referral commissions, because in the old dashboard, we didn't even see where the residual income is coming from, right? Now you see a breakdown, what person did a withdrawal and what percentage you received based on that. So this is really cool. And you can get a lot more information on your team members. You can also get a lot more information on the Forex results if you're a passive member. So yeah, you can play with the dashboard. As Caro said, get used to it because the old one will be switched off one day. So, and I find that pretty cool. It's pretty user-friendly. And there is a video actually. Who did it? I think Richard and Jenna. They did a tutorial video. Yeah, you can watch it if you don't know how to navigate through the dashboard. I think we posted it all over the place, Facebook, Telegram. Just find it. Yep. Yeah, so Forex details, a lot more convenient. So you get a lot more data. This is cool. You will also find the daily percentage, which was very hard to calculate manually with the old dashboard. Now you see it all in your new dashboard. You see the daily, the weekly, the monthly. So it's very, very convenient. So yeah, you also see a breakdown of withdrawals, because in the old dashboard, there was no differentiation between regular withdrawals and performance fee withdrawals. Now you see everything in the payout history. So, and just as a reminder, if you withdraw trading results, 30% will be deducted, 15% will go to the referral plan, and 15% will go to Endotech as a performance fee. And please memorize the 15% Endotech performance fee, because this will be instrumental when we will talk about the equity, because people often ask, what is your estimate, how much the equity will be worth when Endotech goes public? And we made a few estimations, and this is just our own estimations. You guys can do your own research and can make your own estimate. But yeah, this 15% will be instrumental when we start talking about equity. So,
and do you know, just to get in there 1 second, the performance fee, by the way, there are some people that say that is so high. It's actually not compared to other systems or hedge funds. It's quite low. And what I really like about it is that we have a working product. So if the product is not good, Endotech doesn't earn. No, so everyone wants us to win. And there again, we have the story what Jeremy always mentions. Daisy is like an opportunity where everyone wins. So if Endotech wins, I win. If my team wins, I win. So in the end, you can see it's like a chain all being put together. And I think it's great. And I'm really happy to pay this performance fee because it's due only when we have very good results. No, so I'm happy to share that. And if we don't have results, Endotech doesn't get paid, basically. So this is like a big point for me why I like Daisy so much, actually.
Well, at the end of the day, the more revenue Endotech has, the higher the value of your equity, right? So
exactly.
This is also a good way to look at it. Withdrawals can be requested from Saturday to Sunday. Actually, Friday night, you can already do it. This commission, is this still accurate, 10% and the minimum $100?
Exactly, it is correct. So once you hit the $100 in profits, you can withdraw and you pay a $10 blockchain fee. So it doesn't matter if you take out 1 million, 100,000, 1,000 or 100, you always have to pay this blockchain fee of $10.
Yeah, I said 10%. It's actually $10. So if you if you withdraw like $1,000, it's, what is it? Not even 1%. Well, it's exactly 1%.
Exactly, it's 1%. Yeah.
So yes, let's move on. Well, this is a very exciting thing, compounding. And I used to use this quote, compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. And I was showing Albert Einstein, who was the who was saying that, but then there was a big debate. It wasn't Albert Einstein, it was someone else. But it doesn't matter who said that. I mean, this is really powerful. I mean, this is really a 8th or 9th or 10th wonder of the world, doesn't matter, because this can have a huge effect. So if you don't withdraw your profits, they will be added to your existing balance, and the trading will continue with the new balance. So what Daisy has is what I call the auto compounding. So compounding will happen not on a weekly basis, not on a daily basis. It's happening in real time. So whenever there is profits, they will be added to your existing balance, and then the trading will continue with the increased balance. So, and this can really, really accelerate and accumulate over time, right? So let me show you the monthly results if you were compounding, right? Is it on the next slide? I think I've hidden the wrong slide. I had a slide showing the monthly with
But there you see as well profit per month in the middle, the net, and then the compounded one right beside.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got confused. Yes, in the middle you see the non-compounded, and on the right-hand side you see the compounded, right? Because you know, how many times did you have prospects that said, well, Daisy is not profitable enough, there is competitive programs that are paying a lot more. You know, I call those ROI programs, and by no means this is criticism, right? So big disclaimer, this is no hating. I mean, those programs can work, and you can make money with them, but they will collapse at some point in time, right? And people say, well, they are much more profitable. But look at the compounded profit here. You know, if you look at, let's say, October, you know, last month, 93%. So if you were compounding from the beginning, from April 22 until today, your October profit would have been 93%. So what is a daily? Let's divide it by 20, because we had 20 trading days. What is it? It's more than 2%, right? Daily.
More than 4% if you have that divided by 20, almost 5%, like 4.8% or something like that.
Yes. I mean, this is, and people say it's not competitive, right? Daisy profits are not competitive. They're a hell of competitive if you just invest a bit of patience, right? If you compound, well, you don't have compound all the way through. Let's say you have compounded since the beginning of this year. I mean, since the beginning of this year, Daisy made 760, I believe, compounded profit. How many trading days did we have? I think the year has 250. So we had maybe 220 so far. So 760 divided by 220. This is like 3.5% a day, right, everybody? And Daisy is here since, to be fair, since Forex, it has been 20 months, right? Yeah. So if you have been compounding since the beginning of this year, maybe you didn't trust Daisy at the beginning. In April, you didn't compound. In May, you didn't. Until the end of the year, you didn't compound. You started compounding January this year, right? Because finally you had some trust. Let's be realistic. You had some trust finally after, I don't know how many months, 8 months. You realized Daisy is real. You started compounding. So this would have been 3.5% daily. So which other ROI program can compete with this, everybody? And what's the average lifespan of those programs, right? I mean, in the past, those programs used to exist for a year, maybe more, but now people got burned so many times. People lost so much money. They don't trust those programs anymore. They just they just invest in the first 2 months, and then they just take out. That's why they don't last anymore. But Daisy is here for 3 years now. I mean, 3 years will be celebrated when? January the 4th or something, right?
Yes.
So yeah, just put this into context, everybody, when talking about competitive programs. And again, this is no hating. I mean, those programs can work as well. But just saying, I mean, having this perspective, you will realize that even the on the profitability side, not only on the longevity side, Daisy can compete with other programs. Yeah, let's talk about shares. So this is an important thing for many members. And actually, I was talking to Bernhard. You know him too, right? The German pace setter leader.
Yes,
So
he's on this call. I saw him already.
Oh, you saw him. So big shout out to Bernhard.
Yes.
He was sharing a methodology with me how to estimate the company evaluation of Endotech, right? So there is a company that is operating in the AI space. They don't do trading. They provide infrastructure for AI companies. They provide computing power. The name is Marvel Technologies. So, and they are listed on NASDAQ, and the company evaluation is 50 billion, right? So, and the operating profit in the last quarter was 200 million. Okay, so 200 million in a quarter, this is 800 million in a year. So, and the revenue of a company is one of the key indicators, you know, to estimate the company evaluation. So again, 50 billion company evaluation, 800 million revenue per year. So now let's compare that to what we have here with Daisy. So right now we have more than 500 million in Forex, right? And with this kind of progress that we have right now, I think it's realistic to have 1 billion in trading by the end of next year, right? So, and let's be conservative as far as Forex results. I mean, so far we have seen 760% this year. So let's say it will be only 200%. Let's say the 1 billion will double. So that will be 1 billion in trading results, right? So do you guys remember how much Endotech will get out of this 1 billion? 15%, right? So Endotech will get $150 million performance fee, right? So let me remind you, Marvel Technologies, 50 billion company evaluation with $800 million revenue. Here we have 150 million company revenue, and we don't know what they do with institutional clients because that comes on top, right? I'm just talking Daisy right now. So with this 150 million, the potential company evaluation of Endotech could be more than 10 billion, right? So, and on the next slide, we have an estimate of how much your equity might be worth if, let's say, Endotech will be worth 5 billion. Let's say 5 billion. And you guys can go to your dashboard. You can go to the equity pools, to the different pools, and you can see somebody's painting on my screen. And you can see how many shares you have. So let's say you have 100 shares. Okay, let's say you have 100 shares. So your shares will be worth 8,000, right? $8,000, everybody. So if Endotech will be worth 10 billion, and let's say you own only 30 shares, so your shares will be worth almost 5,000, right? So this is a good way to kind of simulate, to kind of model the potential value of those shares. So does this model make sense to you, Kyra?
Absolutely, yes. I always would say anyhow that it's great, as we all know, we have two 5% pools. So we can calculate quite well because the first pool is already closed, so it cannot be more diluted. The second one, we don't know what's going to happen. It has a much shorter time period, so maybe they will be worth more even. But I think it's a great point, and as well to point out to everyone that it's no guarantee. We don't know yet the final price when they go and register on the stock market. But I think it's great numbers to play with, and it makes lots of sense. And I have as well been speaking to lots of people from several like financial backgrounds or investor mindset people that are looking for startups to invest in, and they came to the same amount, all of them. They said like roundabout in between $50 and $100, but I would go for the higher middle. So it ends up on my calculations as well around $80. But who knows? No guarantee. But it's a fun thing to get an idea, definitely.
Right. And let's delete all the comments. Oh, it's now on the left-hand side. Yeah, let's go back to this pools, the equity pools. So now you can see in the back office what pools are available and what your share is in those pools. So if you are, for example, in this 2% Pacesetter leader pool, if you qualified for Pacesetter leader after September 21st, you will be in this 2% pool, and this 2% will be worth 100 million if Endotech will be 5 billion, right? So, and if you have like one share, I think it's 300 shares in this pool.
Around that, yeah.
So I think like 0.03% will be yours out of this 100 million, which is a crazy number if you think about it. So yes, this is as
and that's always the question, no? If people say, does it make sense, although the crowdfunding model is about to end, shall I still go for Pacesetter? Yes, just because of that, you do want to get to Pacesetter, gold or leader, or as well, if you don't have it as a goal, try to get as many shares if you can get now, because we also know that we have 3 more months left to get shares, because after that, there won't be any more equity available to the community. And we have just been talking about that today in the Pacesetter group, and the question repeats, what shall I do? Shall I withdraw and buy momentum packs? What's the benefits? And there again, compounding is really great. So everyone has to take their own decision there, or make their own decision. Compounding is very great in case you can afford to compound and to get momentum packs, great. And in case not, and you prefer to have equity, where you do a withdrawal and you go back in with, if you can, tier 6 and higher, you send 90% straight back to trading, and then you have it all.
Yep. So that's a good disclaimer that equity will not be available after Dubai, right?
Yeah, this is at least what has been mentioned on a couple of calls. And I always prefer to focus on the now. At the moment, we do know we still get equity. We do know we still have momentum packs. And then what will happen after, I think we will find out more in a couple of weeks after the Phuket event. And then the latest, like all details in Dubai.
All right. So thanks for this clarification. And let's move on. Yeah, finally, we come to our 90 days game plan. I mean, we had this exciting call with the Pacesetters. Was it 2 weeks ago? No, a week ago. And also those things that we discussed were summarized in a post that was posted on the official channel. So here's the game plan, or part of it, right? So 100% focus on Forex. Since there is no crypto anymore, we fully focus on Forex. The entry level is back to $100, so it becomes more affordable for some geographies, right? So we can onboard more members. In November, so this month, we will still go with the 85 split for tiers 2 to 5, and with the split 90 to 10 with tiers 6 to 10. So in December, that split 85 will apply to all tiers except for tier 1, obviously. And then January, February, we will have an 80-20 split. So now that we have Ilya on board, let me see. Ilya, are you here? His co-host.
Yes, I am. Just give me 1 sec.
Yeah, show us your face. Here we are.
Can you see me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can see you. We can
Can you hear me?
Also,
Very good. Can you feel me? Very good.
always.
That's very good. That's very good. So I was listening for a while, Eugen, not from the very beginning, maybe last 10 minutes. So I don't know what you talked about before that, but obviously it was a presentation, with some nice numbers and calculation included.
Yeah, we gave our participants a high-level overview about Daisy. We talked about equity, we talked about profits, and so on. And now we want to talk about the 90 days game plan. So,
Absolutely.
we want to ask you, so this 80-20 split, this will kick in January, February. So how is this 20% will be allocated?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I cannot give you any answer yet because it's not finalized yet. Since we have a lot of time left, I would say 5 weeks, right? Until January 1st. So I think we're going to touch on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our next global call from Phuket. It's not going to be on December the 1st. It's going to be on December the 10th. And then we will announce what we're going to do with 80/20, how exactly it's going to work, and how the split is going to happen. So by now, I just don't have the answer.
All right. Yeah, not a problem. I think we still have time, as you said. So,
but the plan is, yes, Eugene, you're totally right. The plan is to make it 80/20 by January 1st. So December will be the last month when people can benefit 85/15 split.
Yep. So yeah, big reminder to you all, everybody. December is the last month where you can benefit from the 85% that will go into trading, and then we will switch to 80%. So, and talking about the next 90 days, I think Dubai is coming up pretty much in 90 days. So exactly 90 days, maybe. Yeah. So,
yeah.
And we are...
I have my countdown in my mind, starting from Phuket, from December 9th or from December 10th, it's going to be 70 days, roughly. So that's, for some reason, I count that way. But you're right, like from today, it's about 90 days. So it's 3 months left.
Yeah, so obviously Phuket is a very key event for the community. So, and we are awaiting huge announcements in Dubai. And I think those people who go to Phuket, they will get some insights. Is that correct?
They will get some insights, but what I can promise, those insights not going to stay with them. Knowing the leaders, so they're going to disclose it immediately to the teams and community. And plus, we're going to make this global call that I just mentioned. So I don't think we will have like really some kind of like secrets that people will hold until Dubai. So I think majority of the news and updates will be shared with community. But of course, those leaders who will come to Phuket, they will be the first ones to listen like firsthand to all the, like you call it, insights, and also participate in this. Because if you remember last year, we had also leadership event in Dubai in December, right? So and we just decided few things, like few promotions directly at that meetings, right? So it's not necessarily 3 of us who making decisions, because we believe in some kind of like decentralization and DAO principle, right? When the top leaders also, they have very strong voice, and we always listen, we always get feedback, and we always appreciate this collective effort from the leadership. So I think that in Phuket we'll have like 2-3 days of very, very extensive, productive meetings. And during those meetings, we'll have a lot of solutions and ideas discussed, and like basically do brainstorming. And it's very important. Yeah, this meeting is going to be like really, really, really important. And in my mind, like I said, starting from that point, we will start the countdown, like 70 days roughly until the Dubai event. And like you mentioned, Eugene, during your presentation, so equity is going to be finished. So the crowdfunding is going to be complete. So those are going to be the last 70 days when people still can get equity of Endotech.
Yes. So fill your boots, everybody. That's, I guess, a call to action here. And my understanding is that this new project that will be announced, this will be using the same genealogy that we have built in Daisy. So I think this is one of the main reasons why you want to build now, increase your community, onboard new members, because with the new project, you can target all your existing structure and you will get commissions from all the people that you have built in your organization. Is that correct?
This is, Eugene, the most exciting part. I know it's very exciting for you. It's very exciting for Caro. It's very exciting for leaders that joined this call today, including our African friends. I can see some Africans. Hello. We just came back from Cape Town. Yeah. Hello, guys. Yes, I can see you. So that's right. So the most exciting part, like even for myself, because I'm again in the building mood, right? Because we coming back to the point where we started from 3 years ago. And Eugene, do you remember those times? So we had like daily calls with leaders, three-way calls, building those spreadsheets, all those sleepless nights and stuff. Now it's going to be even more exciting because leaders already have their teams. Whether you have 100 people in your team, 500, 1,000, 5,000, doesn't matter. You have your teams already. I'm talking about uni-level teams, right? So those teams, when they hear the news and they get excited, and not only they will join as customers in the new program, right? So not only they can join, but also they can refer their friends. So we will have much bigger effect compared to what we had 3 years ago, because 3 years ago it was just a vision, just a future vision, right? So we didn't have nothing. It was just a vision. I mean, of course, we had Dr. Anna with us, and she joined few calls, right? Of course, we had presentation. Of course, we had leaders, and we had founders, and we had some, relationship, of course, between each other. But it was just a future vision. And now the biggest difference is we laid very strong foundation. So we have very strong leadership worldwide, not just in 1 or 2 or 3 countries, right? It's big. It's in multiple markets. So we do our global calls, as you know, in 13 languages, live translation, which is very important, right? So that people understand. So I'm pretty sure that with a new project, we will add new languages and new markets, even before we start at Dubai. So once we announce it in December, we have it already on our pipeline. So we know exactly what markets we will go after. And we already now, actually behind the scenes, we're talking with some leaders. We don't disclose exactly what is going to be the new product, the new company, right? But we already having some private conversations. And I'm pretty sure that Eugene, yourself, and Caro, you also, right? Many other leaders, at least you mentioned to people that you know, right? So the something big is coming, and 2-3 weeks from now, we will be able to share. So I think it's really exciting times. It's really exciting, and we can 10x the momentum and excitement that we had 3 years ago with Daisy once we announced it.
Yeah, well, I got excited because you got excited, right? Because it's not easy to excite you, Ilya.
Well, we are quite, we don't fake up things, right? So people who follow us. So when we really get excited, like Jeremy, Edward, myself, this probably means something, right, to people, because we are really excited, like 100%. We don't exaggerate, we don't fake it up, we don't need to do it. I mean, if we are not naturally excited, why would we say that we are excited? It would be insane to say that, right? So we are really excited, and every day we have meetings, we do preparations for this new business, and it's really, it's going to be very creative. Talking about the pay plan, of course, I cannot disclose all the details. It's not finalized yet, by the way, right? But it's going to be based on uni level, just like you mentioned. So no metrics will be involved. It's not going to be forced metrics or whatsoever, right? So metrics is not going to be relevant here. The new pay plan will be based on uni level genealogy, right? So it's very important to build your uni level genealogy, and whatever teams you have in Daisy by Dubai event. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a snapshot of the entire genealogy of Daisy. So now we have 220,000 people, for example, right? So by that time, maybe we'll have 250,000 or whatever number we have, right? So we just take like a snapshot of this genealogy. We're going to plug it in, import it or in our new smart contracts that we will start from Dubai event. February 21st is a date, right? So, and this is going to be exciting. And of course, I mean, myself, I have big team with Edward, right? We share in position. Jeremy has a big team. So we are excited as networkers as well. I mean, it's just exciting to build and, build something, not from scratch in this particular case, but build something new, but not from scratch, because we have foundation, we have huge community. Right. So I think this is, I've been in the industry 15 years, probably roughly 14 years. So I've never seen anything like this. So we're talking about new launch, new product, new company based on the same uni-level genealogy. And of course, on smart contracts. So it's not going to be on Tron. I don't think it will be on Tron, even though there is a little chance, right? So it's going to be on some major blockchain. So I cannot disclose any information now, but it's going to be much easier for new people to join because Tron blockchain is not a major blockchain, as we know, right? We just started 3 years ago on Tron blockchain for very simple reason because Binance Smart Chain wasn't major yet, wasn't famous yet, right? And Ethereum was like too expensive in terms of the fee. So of course, technology evolves, changes, and now it's a different story, right? So we want to prepare for the mainstream on both crypto space and of course outside of crypto space as well, because we expect a lot of customers coming who will be newbies and complete strangers to the crypto space.
Right. Yeah, the exciting part is that with this new project, we can onboard new members. There's a lot of people that are chasing new shiny objects. They say Daisy is too old, I'm not going to join. But with the new project, we get the opportunity to onboard new members.
That's exactly, because some people, like, for example, we have, like, personally, I have many cases like this. You know, many cases like that, right? So some people, they didn't join Daisy, for example, because they didn't believe in the beginning it would happen. Right. So, and then maybe 1 or 2 years after they came back and they saw that Daisy is still running, but they're like extremely ambitious. They don't want to join because they, for some reason, they believe it's too late to join, right? Because of some stereotype on the markets that you do, if you do trading deal, it's not lasting long. So they don't want to jump in there of something, right? Because they don't get the whole picture, right? General picture. So, or maybe somebody just didn't want to join because they don't like Forex. We have people like that. Or some people, they don't join because they don't like crypto trading, or they don't like, in particular, they don't believe in AI trading. So we have all kind of people. Or some people, they didn't join just because they've been doing something else. And now they are available for new opportunities right now. The timing is good because it's all about timing, right? So yesterday somebody is busy and today somebody is like totally free, and you just share a couple videos with him, just make a couple calls, and that's it. And like you said, the big fish, the big guys, the big leaders, they're always looking for some new startups. So the big advantage that we have now, even though it's going to be a startup, which is a new project, like Jeremy said a couple times, it's been in preparation for 1.5 years, for 18 months, which is quite a long time, right? So this is first. And second, it's not complete startup in terms of community, right? So because we are big, we have community and people watched us.
Yeah. Well, cool. Very exciting times. So let's take advantage of you being here and take a few questions from the chat. So someone asked,
Absolutely.
Asked if people will benefit from the new project. I don't know if you can disclose that.
Let me open the chat.
Yeah.
Support to India team. Okay, this one is different.
That's a direct message, I guess.
Does the new project will also include benefits for people without any Yeah, of course. Yes, there will be benefit for people who don't build, if this is a question.
Yeah, so there's passive income.
So there will be let's call it passive component in this business, even though it's not going to be trading, right? So we are very used to trading being a passive, but it's going to be different category.
All right, everybody, let us know if you have questions. We will take a few more and we will finish, I guess, in 5 minutes. So
yeah, very good question about the mining. So first of all, nothing happened to liquid mining, not liquidity mining, liquid mining. It's it's operational, it's up and running, and we are making calls. I think we did. I know that they did, for example, Russian call a couple of days ago. They did English call also recently. So they're doing calls in multiple languages. And now, since Bitcoin is finally going into bullish market, right? Supposedly, I mean, we cannot guarantee, but this is what we feel. The mining business will be more lucrative, and we will make more presentations. Maybe we will do some adjustments, right? So that people feel that they really, it's really lucrative and people can really make money without referring any members, right? So, but so far, I personally bought a few ASICs. So I have my couple accounts. So I'm watching it. I'm charging it with Power Grid, so I know exactly how it works. And they have new back office, Liquid 2.0, which is updated, much better for users, more user friendly, with much better design. So very structured back office. So if you didn't have a chance yet to join Liquid, so maybe now it's a good time to buy at least like one ASIC NFT or something like that, right? So just look at it, find some presentation, learn for yourself. So nothing gonna happen, of course, with Liquid. It's gonna continue to mine. It's very secure. It's very well protected. The data centers are secured, and the machines, of course, are making money as you sleep. But it's a long-term business, right? It's not something that you can make money on daily or weekly basis. You can mine Bitcoin, of course, on daily basis, but it's going to be very small fraction. So it's not something that maybe will make you happy. You cannot sell it like on daily basis. So you need to have very long-term perspective in this business. That's why it's like a different category. Even though in Daisy community, of course, we have a lot of people who believe in Bitcoin, who believe in crypto, and who purchased Liquid NFTs with a long-term vision, right? So they're just waiting for 1, 2, 3 years when the Bitcoin price go up, and eventually. So of course we expect them to be in very good profits.
So the new project, will it require KYC? One of the questions here.
That's a very good question. So I cannot share yet how it's gonna be. What I can share is it's not going to require, even if it will require KYC, it's not going to require it from the very beginning.
Okay.
And also for people who buy, let's say smaller, let's call it tiers, right? Or who buy like smaller packs in this new business, we don't expect them to have KYC as part of the model, right? But again, I'm not in position yet to share this because it's still being finalized, all of this. We still have, like you said, Eugen, we still have 90 days. So of course, on management side, on operation side, we'll use this time very wisely to prepare also legally and in terms of compliance and everything.
Okay, cool. So there is a couple of questions around Daisy tutorials. So Caro, can people use your channel that you create?
Of course, yeah. I shared them already on the official crowd group, and I can as well repost them again in the Pacesetter groups, and then we can share them with the teams. And as I said, I have a whole list. It's like one message that contains all tutorials in English, in German, and in Spanish. And everyone will understand. As I mentioned, they're very visual. So even if it's not your mother language, one of those three, you will still understand them.
Okay. So Stephen was asking if we can get a Tier 6 momentum pack. Well, yes, obviously, yes. And I forgot to mention that all the momentum packs are unlimited, correct?
Yes, that's the awesome stuff about it.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I don't see any problems here, Stephen. I always like your questions. It always makes sense. I don't see any problems. So, by the way, we are finalizing the transfer, crypto to Forex transfer, I believe, today. So I think it should complete and it should be reflected in the back office accordingly.
Yeah, I saw multiple questions around the Lift token, and I saw it pumping the other day. I don't know why, but yeah, so people can still refer to the Uplift Telegram channel to stay updated on the token, right?
Yeah, Lift is something. So if people are interested, on the Lift token side of things, right? So we mentioned this multiple times. So we did some presentation in Europe, in Budapest, in Japan as well. We didn't do it in Cape Town just because in Cape Town, we don't have Uplift members yet. Maybe just a few, because majority of people, they joined later. But we are restructuring the business model. So we are in the process of acquiring some licenses to run traditional crowdfunding on Uplift. And Uplift, of course, is operational, even though majority of launch pads are just, not functioning anymore, just because there are not a lot of people nowadays who are willing to invest into token startups, as a matter of fact. So, of course, our common goal and mutual goal is to make Uplift profitable, to make the Lift token price much higher, because now it's extremely low. So we are aware of this, and we will do some restructuring, and we will do some smart strategic moves so that the token price eventually will go up, right? But it's a process. It's going to take some time. So I think on Uplift, Eugen, we will make another call later on once we like finalize, maybe get some licenses, because we are in the process, in legal process. So we hired some like top lawyers to get us licenses to run traditional kind of crowdfunding, which is very exciting actually. So eventually people will be able to invest into any kind of business, right? So whether you are on blockchain or you are completely off chain, so any kind of business, like including traditional business.
All right, cool. Well, guys, I see a lot of questions. We cannot take them all, but maybe this one, is Endotech involved in the new project?
Endotech is not involved in new project. Endotech is not involved in Liquid, and Endotech is not involved in Uplift. But Endotech is, of course, our developer for the first and major project, which is Daisy AI project, right? So in the new project, there is no direct involvement. I mean, in the future, let's see. Maybe there will be some collaboration. Now it's too early to say.
Well, there is a compliance question. Do we take that one or not? No, Daisy will remain being restricted in the US, like it was from the beginning. So what else do we? Maybe last one. You want to pick one?
Let me read.
Well, how to move to the new dashboard. If you go to daisy.global, the alt URL, at the top you will see the new URL pinned to the top, right? Just click on it, and that will take you to the new dashboard.
And yes, we plan to migrate with a new dashboard to daisy.global sometime in December.
Okay.
So this should happen within this year.
Oh, will the new project be compliant in the US?
That's a very good question, because we have a lot of connections and leaders that we know in the States. And to answer your question, is like simple answer would be yes, but it may be a process which may take a little bit longer. But yes, we are all interested in not only promoting this new project in the US, but potentially even making some offline event in the US. So that's our target, and our lawyers are doing anything in power to make it happen.
Cool. Well, I think with this we can wrap up, unless there's any closing words from you guys. Ilya, Karo, you guys okay? Do we wrap up?
I just want to say quickly, when you talked about excitement, we all know that Jeremy, as he is the voice of Daisy, like gets excited. Edward as well. But Ilya, we haven't seen that excited yet.
Yes,
and I get lots of people telling me privately, oh my God, did you see Ilya's face on the last call? He was like shining bright like a diamond. This has to be so good. I had so many people telling me that. So I think that's like a good indicator on to measure how Daisy will in what project we will
Karo. Yeah.
Into. I will pass it on the thank you that now everyone knows you are bright like a diamond. And I think also very important what I always tell my team, that in Daisy I always consider it not only as a win-win situation, it's always a win-win-win situation. Please guys, the last 90 days, first winner is equity. You still get equity. Second winner is you have a very high amount into live trading due to the momentum packs. So we still have 90% or 85%. And third win is you pre-position yourself for the new project. You are positioned before even the pre-launch. I mean, what an opportunity. So this is how I want to close my part. Get
Daisy
in now and spread the word.
Karo, yes, that's very good closing. Daisy community will have first move advantage, obviously, right? Because we will be the first one to spread this information. and it's very exclusive. It's going to be very big, the project, right? And we are the first ones who will spread this information to the world, which is, of course, very exciting. And plus, as we usually say, right, so about spreadsheets. So what is going to happen once we announce the new project on December the 10th, right? That's the plan. So what people can do is people can bring the friends, the whole teams, right? Whether it's 50 people, 100 people, 200 people into Daisy, and just grab their positions on the Daisy smart contracts. And then later what's going to happen is the whole genealogy with those people who recently joined. It could be just tier 1, which is $100, right? Plus the fee, TRX fee. So all the teams, all the genealogy will be imported, migrated to the new project, new smart contracts, right? So it's much more convenient than building your spreadsheet manually with wallets on Excel spreadsheet. It was a disaster 3 years ago. I'm telling you, it was like real disaster. It was a mess, disaster, but that was probably the only technical solution at the time that we could implement, right? So now it's much easier. You just give your referral link in Daisy. You use one of those beautiful tutorials made by Caro. So if you don't have it in your mother language, so of course you can translate it, which is very simple process, right? And you just onboard leaders. So I would recommend and encourage to onboard as many leaders as because this is a golden principle in the industry. Start from leaders. I mean, if you are not new to this industry, because if you just joined network marketing company first time in your life yesterday, so obviously you just don't have relationship and connection to leaders, right? But if you are connected, if you know leaders, so this is a way to start, because if you don't share with leaders, after a few weeks they will find this information from somebody else. And then you could regret, right? So that you didn't share this information firsthand. So just grab positions for those leaders, tell them how to join Daisy. So they will join. It could be tier 1, tier 2. They can make upgrades, so they can get some small portion of the equity, of course, of Endotech. So some funds will go into trading, into Forex. So they will see some trading results. At the same time, they will have ability to bring their teams, right? Because they will have already a referral link in Daisy. So that's how it's going to work. And we expect to bring a lot of people to Daisy with intention of pre-launch, and with intention to aggressively build a new company after we launch, right? So this 70 days will be a very important period, of course.
Yep. And our friend Milan wants to see you cry on stage. So can you promise that for Dubai?
That's a question to me.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So next one is going to be my turn. So maybe Milan, if you will make me cry, so I will cry.
Yeah, nice one. Okay, guys. So with this, we'll wrap up. Thanks, Caro, for assisting me today. Thanks, Ilya.
Thanks for inviting me
and answering.
Thank you, guys.
Questions. Okay. So this replay will be posted on the same channel where you found the invitation, and the deck will be posted on the Facebook group and also on the Telegram channel. So thanks, everybody, and see you soon.
Thank you.